Animations ค่ะได้เวลาเปิดห้องขายตั๋วในครั้งแล้วนะคะห้องขายตั๋วที่จะพาคุณผู้ชมทุกท่านไปพบกับเรื่องราวของภาพยนตร์เรื่องดังจาก Walt Disney Studio Marvel Studio Lucasfilm และ Pixar Animation Studio ค่ะรายการจะพาคุณผู้ชมไปเจาะลึกเบื้องหลังกองถ่ายพบกับบทสัมภาษณ์พิเศษข่าวคราวอัปเดตของภาพยนตร์เรื่องดังพร้อมกับตัวอย่างภาพยนตร์ใหม่ๆที่คุณจะได้ชมที่นี่ก่อนใครในรายการห้องขายตั๋ว Box Office Show 2018 กับเอมสาธิดาปิ่นสินชัยค่ะสิ้นสุดการรอคอยแล้วนะคะสำหรับแฟนๆของเหล่าซูเปอร์ฮีโร่จาก Marvel และผู้ชมทั่วโลกค่ะเพราะว่าเข้าฉายแล้วนะคะวันนี้สำหรับ Avengers Infinity War ภาพยนตร์เรื่องยิ่งใหญ่ที่สุดแห่งปี 2018 ค่ะและภาพยนตร์เรื่องนี้นะคะยังมีอีกหลายสิ่งหลายอย่างที่ยิ่งใหญ่เลยค่ะไม่ว่าจะเป็นทุนสร้างที่มหาศาลดารานำแสดงนะคะอีกหลายสิบชีวิตรวมถึงเรื่องราวที่ยิ่งใหญ่ที่สุดของจักรวาลภาพยนตร์ Marvel นะคะเป็นอีกหนึ่งภาพยนตร์ที่คุณผู้ชมต้องห้ามพลาดเลยค่ะI'm Aim from Box Office from Thailand. How are you today?
Good, very well. Nice to meet you.
So first of all, this goes to the Thai fans. They really want to know when is Doctor Strange coming out? And will the Eye of Agamotto help speed things up?
You have to watch this chapter and installment in his little journey to find out whether there will be a Doctor Strange 2. All it said at the end of the last film was Doctor Strange will be back. And then I was in Thor Ragnarok, quicker than you could have thought. And then I come back in this film.
And right now it's the 10 years of Marvel. Back in 2008, did you get a chance to watch Iron Man?
I did.
How was it? Did you like it?
I loved it.
And how do you feel right now? You're Doctor Strange and you're like one of the leading role in Avengers Infinity War.
It's kind of weird. I don't know how it would feel not to be now. So, although it sounds back to front, it's odd to imagine it not being this way, but at the same time, when you step onto a set for the first time as Doctor Strange, well, the first time I had my full costume fitting, I had a superhero moment. Yeah. Oh my God, this is it! I'm playing a superhero. Then on set a couple of times in the film, and then finally watching it in LA, the Doctor Strange film. I mean, but then the next moment was stepping on set with Iron Man and Robert Downey Jr., both of whom are as iconic as one another. I mean, Robert's lived this extraordinary life. He's a phenomenal talent and a very wise being on this planet, and a really, really benevolent king of it. You know, he's so generous and evolving and inclusive. So you immediately feel, you feel settled, and then it's about just doing a good day's work, and you're working with one of the best in the business. So that's a learning curve, but fun and freeing and genuinely really exciting. So.
Hi. So I have to tell you that this is the first time that the Thai fans will get to know more about your character, Nebula.
Oh, great.
They haven't seen you much because, like, you know, you haven't been in the interview in Thailand a lot. But you have so many fans in Thailand.
Really? Wow.
Yes. But before getting to that, apart from your own character, who is your favorite superheroes and why?
Ooh, that's a tough question. So many to choose from in this movie. Yeah. I'm going to say Iron Man, the original. He's the leader of everyone. Yeah. And also Spider-Man. He's a fun kid that gets to shoot web from his fingers, and I'm a little bit jealous of that.
And so this is the 10th year of Marvel, and you have mentioned that your favorite character is Iron Man. Have you watched his first film back in 2008?
Yes, yeah. I remember when it first came out. It was very exciting. You know, it was the first of its kind, you know, a new Marvel movie, and I just remember it being really exciting, and I loved his dialogue with Pepper Potts. I remember thinking it was so loose and free, and I've since learned that that is Robert's kind of style of acting, and I'm just in awe of it.
What about the time that Marvel asked you to come up and play Nebula, and you have to shave your head as well?
Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah, I was just so excited to get this role. I worked hard for it. I had to do multiple rounds of auditions, and I really, really wanted it.
Even though you have to shave your hair?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, totally. To play a Marvel villain, I mean, that's something I can tell my grandkids about.
And for Avengers Infinity War, you're one of the characters who has in possession of the stone, right?
Yes.
And you would have to fight with Thanos and the Black Order. Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about fighting with Thanos, of who is he and why is he invading our planet, our universe?
I think I can say a little bit. Well, listen, he's got this ridiculous notion that sustainability can be answered by wiping out half of the population of the universe. That doesn't really rub well with my ethics. So that's what I take issue with, and what all the Avengers take issue with, really. And he goes about it in the most despotic, crazed, and psychopathic way. Brilliantly played by Josh Brolin. So that was a joy to work with him in a way. And Yeah, more than that, I cannot say.
And this time you're in the Avengers Infinity War as well. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
movie that the whole world is waiting for. How do you feel?
Just completely honoured to be associated with it in any way. I mean, I thought when I was going to play Nebula that I would be in one Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah.
movie, and then I was in the sequel, and now I'm in Avengers, so it's just like mind-blowing for me. It just keeps on growing.
Your character, Nebula, is a very controversial character. I mean, you were raised by Thanos, right? Can you tell us a little bit about your relationship with him and his daughter? I mean,
Yeah, so Nebula has had a very terrible relationship with her father, Thanos. You know, she's got some serious daddy issues.
Yeah.
She was raised with her sister Gamora, and they were constantly Thanos made them fight each other, and then every time that Nebula would lose, he would replace a piece of her body with machinery, and it still didn't work. She kept losing, so she was like the overlooked sibling, and he was abusing her, and so she is just bitter and twisted and hates him with a passion now. So in this movie, we're going to see that.
but I'm not going to ask you what side you're going to choose. I'm going to let the audience find that out in the movie.
Yes, no spoilers.
And lastly, for me, Marvel Studio is not just producing superheroes movie. They consist elements of like diversity, equality as well.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Does Marvel unite the world as a whole?
I think the best of popular culture, of which Marvel is at the forefront in cinematic terms, can do that magic thing like the comics did in their origin. You know, they take in the imprint of the zeitgeist. So whatever it may be, whether it's about diversity, whether it's about the inclusivity and place at the table of women at the forefront of this now, as well as inclusivity with ethnically diverse actors, the all-black cast of Black Panther. But none of that would work without the other unifying factors that made that, for example, a wonderful film. The brilliant script, the fantastic direction, the depth of talent of all of those actors, and the fantastic story and the humour. And I think Marvel do that exceptionally well. But if there's something to take away from this film that's about our society, our malaise, to a wider social extent, then it would be this. It would be united we stand and divided we fall. These assembly films are about coming together and ironing out differences and forming a collective to take on the thing that's a threat to all of us, which, whether it's the environment, whether it's social, political, whether it's religious or extremism or whatever it may be, that's, I guess, the key message of this film. It's not too heavy-handed in its dealing with it, you know. It's a really enjoyable tentpole thriller minute blockbuster, but it has. But you raised this, and it's a good point. It has a serious element to it, which again I think is what gives these films their place in culture and their longevity and popularity.
I would like to ask you, how do you feel to come back and direct one of the biggest Marvel movie?
It's great. I mean, we love working with Marvel. We've had an amazing experience with them, and I grew up a big comic book fan. So it's a dream come true for me to be able to work on these stories, because stories that you love as a child have a huge emotional impact on you for your entire life. So very, very excited to share this movie with audiences.
And this is my first time meeting with you, Trim. Thank you for coming here so much.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
So I'd like to ask you, why did you choose the Russo brother, Joe and Anthony, to come back and direct this film?
Well, I had the honor to have worked with them on Captain America, The Winter Soldier, and Civil War. So we've been working together for the last 7 years. And Joe and Anth are amazing. They really understand all of these characters at a deeper level. And having them on Infinity War, we knew that they were the right team to be able to bring all these characters and integrate them into a story that everybody wants to, see. So, I'm just super excited that, we had the opportunity to work together on this movie and for me to be this, heavily involved with them. So I can't wait for everybody to see what we've done.
156 minutes that we're gonna see. What can the audience expect from this one? Because from the Civil War, you surprised us with Spider-Man joining the team.
I think they can expect a lot. It's a very complicated movie. I think it's funny. I think it's heartbreaking. I think it's intense. I think it's powerful. I think that there's a lot in the film for an audience to enjoy. And I think that's a fitting finale for the last 10 years of the Marvel Universe.
And I heard that there's like 46 superheroes in the film or more. How do you manage to balance it out? I know like the fans, they're gonna want to see this one more, that one more. How do you balance all of them out?
You just work hard, and when you're working on the script and then throughout the film as you're making it, you rely on the cast to tell you whether they feel like they're getting the proper moments or not from their characters. And you know, it's just roll up your sleeves and you know, really put in the work to make sure that, because you know that each of those characters is someone's favorite who's watching the movie. So you want to make sure that everyone watching the film feels like their favorite characters have their moments.
And I was thinking that your name should be put on the Guinness World Records.
Oh, really?
Yes, because you're direct like the highest number of superstars.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
And lastly, can you shout out to the fans?
Yes, of course.
Shout out to the fans in Thailand and tell them to come up to see the film. Say สวัสดีครับ. It's a greeting in Thai.
Sawati Krap. Hello, all of the fans in Thailand. I am Joe Russo. I'm the director of Avengers Infinity War. This is
Tran Tran, the executive producer on Infinity War.
Yes, and we're inviting you all out to come see the movie. If you've been following along the Marvel Universe for the last 10 years, this is it. This is the big finale. So come see it. You're going to get to see all of your favorite characters in one film for the first time.
And lastly, it's going to be in a cinema for Thai fans.
Yeah.
In 25th of April. Give me one good reason by Doctor Strange why we need to come out and see the film.
If you have seen any of these films before, even just one, if you've seen all of them over the 10 years, this film is what it's all been building to. So that's why you have to come and see it. If you want to know how it turns out for all of these characters, all your beloved characters, then this is the reason. This film you have to see.
Thank you
And if you
very
haven't
much.
before, then get watching. You know, some of them are on Netflix, etc. They are available. And my God, they're good. And you'll get hooked, and then this will really, really, really mean something to you. I think even if you don't know that much about it, the spectacle and bravery of this as an enterprise, it's going to be one of the biggest films of all time. So if you've never seen a Marvel film before, break the duck, as we say in English. It's a cricketing term. And come and enjoy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And lastly, can you shout out to the Thai fans?
Oh, right, yes. Sawati Ajao. Hey, I hope that was accurate. I'm Kara Gillan. Come and watch Avengers Infinity War on the 25th of April. It's going to be the best movie you've ever seen. I said it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
เอาละค่ะ ตอนนี้ก็ได้เวลาชมตัวอย่างภาพยนตร์ใหม่ๆ จาก Walt Disney Studio, Marvel Studio, Lucasfilm และ Pixar Animation Studio ค่ะ และนี่คือทั้งหมดของรายการห้องขายตั๋วในสัปดาห์นี้นะคะ เอ็มฝากไว้นิดนึงเช่นเคยนะคะ ใครที่อยากจะชมการพูดคุยแบบไม่มีตัดนะคะ subscribe กันได้เลยฟิล์มฟิน Channel นะคะ ใน Channel ของเรามีคลิปสัมภาษณ์ดาราพิเศษมากมายนะคะ เรื่องราวการทำงานเบื้องหลังเยอะแยะมากมาย รวมถึงเกมสนุกฟินนะคะให้คุณผู้ชมได้ร่วมเล่นเกมกันด้วยค่ะ ยังไง subscribe กันเยอะๆเลยนะคะ หมดเวลาของรายการเราในสัปดาห์นี้นะคะ ต้องขอขอบคุณเสื้อผ้าสวยๆแบบนี้จากเคแลนสยามสแควร์วันชั้น 3 ค่ะ และขอขอบคุณสถานที่ถ่ายทำรายการของเรานะคะ โรงภาพยนตร์เอสพลานาดซีนิเพล็กซ์รัชดาภิเษกค่ะ พบกับเอมและรายการห้องขายตั๋ว Box Office Show 2018 ได้ใหม่ในสัปดาห์หน้าค่ะสำหรับวันนี้ สวัสดีค่ะ บ๊ายบาย